You are scared that what is going to be next is going to be worse than what is right now because you do not know what you do not know. The thing that you're the most scared of is where you trust God the least. If the bad thing is going to happen anyway, why should I start worrying now? If you do not allow something into your life, it's not going to be in your life because you have the full control over your life. So actually, if you do not want something, you can just not allow it.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I already mentioned in my previous videos, but actually it didn't reach as big of a number of people as I would want to. And I feel like this is such an important topic because I know I've been bothered by it so much. And like I said, I feel like it's very underestimated and it's not talked about enough. I think all of us saw those videos where it's like how to plan things, how to be more organized. But I'm from the side when I'm over organized, when I always need to have everything planned. And it's like something I've been working on for quite a long time now. And this is something I always had to have a plan. I always had to know what I'm gonna do. I always had to, like, for example, when I had my to-do list, I had my all day or even the whole week, organized because I was like, okay, I need to make those things. And I was always up to date. I was always up to the plan. I know that this is the issue because it's like about the control. It's not even about being more organized. It's about being controlling even about everything, about all of your time. And it's like sometimes you cannot prevent what is going to happen, and how much it's messing with your mind, it's not very healthy. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. So I was trying to feel, more at peace, more at ease, but it's very, very, very hard because I'm not used to something like that. I'm not used to not having everything planned. And when I'm at the stage of my life where I'm actually going to have to make the decision, what next? I'm finishing my university, like my first degree of university. And right now I'm doing an Erasmus in Italy. If you're new here, you don't know that already. And it's like I am at the point when I have to make the decision where I'm going to study my magistrale degree. Where I'm going to study my master's degree. Like if I'm going to study, of course, I want to study this. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Because I fell in love with Italy. I really want to, I want to spend more of my time here. I want to get to know this culture even more because like I said, I fell in love with it and I don't want to just leave it behind me. And I'm coming back to Poland and it's like, do I want to study in Italy? Do I want to study in Poland? Do I want to study in different city in Poland? Do I want to maybe study, I don't know, in even Germany? I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And also another point, what after? Like where I want to work? Like what master's degree do I want to even take? And there are lots of big decisions that I haven't even made up yet. I'm here on those holidays because obviously when you're on Erasmus trip, especially to a country like that, when you can see how I got already tanned and it's amazing here and I cannot complain, but it's like what after? And not having this control and not being able to know what is going to be next is so hard. It's so freaking hard. You have no idea, or maybe you do, I don't know. But I was feeling very not understood because my mom was like, Ola, you're literally having the time of your life. Why are you being stressed? Why are you being worried? And I'm like, Mom, this is different when you're having to work for something. When you're right now, you know that you need to suffer a bit to get something good. But what about this time when you are getting something good now, but next time you're going to have to suffer. The next thing is going to be hard work. You cannot appreciate it as much. It's very hard to appreciate it as much, to really devour the thing when you know you're going to lose it in a second. And it's so hard because the months are coming by. And I've been talking about the subject for quite a long time because every single thing is coming up to this because like I said, this is such a big thing for me. This is such an important thing to me and it's hard to let go of it. It's very, very hard. And I've been thinking about it. I was like, I do not know what to do. And I was talking to another friend of mine that is also on Erasmus, not in Italy but in Prague, and she told me, Ola, you just have to take it one day at a time. That is it. That is the best kind of advice I could give to you. And I was like, this is such a simple thing to say, but actually it soothed me so much. Also, my sister has been saying it all the time, but in different words. She was saying to me Ola, you just have to calm down and actually devour the moments that you have right now. Just literally live in the moment, but it's live in a moment and one day at a time. When you're having a big day, it's okay, I can organize this in some way. And when you're having one thing at a time, it's okay, but I have to do tons of other things. So I have to plan something, especially in my mind. I'm a such organization freak. and control freak for sure. Like like a Monica Geller. So anyway, and I heard this advice and I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, I have to take it one day at a time, because even if you do not find yourself in a situation like me, it's always like sometimes you have to make a big decision. Sometimes you have like a life-changing event, life-changing thing going on. And it's like, if you do not know what is coming next, you feel like you're being pushed out of this cliff of this knowledge, like what is going on right now. Like right now, everything's very steady. Everything is planned out. Everything is like known. The scariest thing is unknown. My whole life, I've been scared of the darkness. And the day I realized, like, you are never scared of just the darkness. You are scared of what could be in the darkness. I heard and I was like, I felt understood. And this is exactly the same thing. You're not scared of going next. You are scared that what is going to be next is going to be worse than what is right now. And I realized it and I was like, whoa. I heard my own thoughts and I was like, you know what, honey, you have the control of the situation. You have the control over how you're going to live. You have the control over what you're going to do with your life. So it's like, you cannot worry. I mean, you can worry, but it's like no point of worrying if you have full control over what is going to happen. And if you want the other thing to be even better than right now, it doesn't have to be in the same circumstance. It doesn't have to be in the same, kind of category. But like, for example, the things I do here, I cannot do them at home. But for example, I miss my painting here. I miss reading. I miss going to dance classes. I miss doing so many things. I miss my dog. And it's like, I feel like I should embrace every single change like that. Life evolves all the time, so you will not have the same chapters over and over again. Life would be boring that way. So what I actually hit me, what I'm gonna have to do. So what hit me, what I'm gonna have to do is literally just devouring the change, devouring what is going to be next. And this is something I heard that is really good for your also femininity, because we should not live always the same day, and flexibility into what is going to be happening in your life. And this is so important. And I heard about it and I realized it also like when I heard the sentence from my friend, and I was like, whoa, I literally just have to focus onto not having the exact same thing every day, into not having the control over fully an outcome, because you do not know what you do not know. This is something I also mentioned in my previous videos. You do not know what is going to be happening. Only God knows what He planned for you. So maybe you're gonna realize it next week, because maybe next week you're gonna learn some lesson that is gonna be so eye-opening. You're gonna know like the next full month or the next few years even. I don't know. But it's like, you do not know what you do not know. You do not know you're going to meet the love of your life next week. So you do not know that right now, God is literally like holding you back from making any mistakes and basically preventing yourself from meeting the love of your life. Maybe this is happening this way. You do not know what you do not know. So what you have to do is literally be flexible, be more flexible and adapt into everyday situation. I heard this thing and I always say it to everybody. If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans. And it's like literally like funny, not funny, because it's like, I do not have the control over what is going to be happening. Like, for example, I planned my evening totally different today than what happened, because it turned out that I had this surprise party for my friend that is leaving to another city, and I forgot about it totally. I mean, I don't think I knew about it, but they were like, Ola, where are you? And I was like, I didn't know you were meeting. I was like, oh my God, Ola, there's a surprise party. I was like, okay, I'm going, I'm sorry. So basically I got ready in like 5 minutes and I went there and I had planned everything for studying. So I'm going to have to basically study the whole night, because I need to study. I really need to study. But it's like, you do not know what you do not know. You do not know if your evening, even this simple evening, because I planned it this evening today. So it's not like it was, a week before. No, I planned it today and it still didn't go with my plan because I forgot about something. And it's like, if I told God about my plans and he knew that I would not make them like this, I would not go to bed early. I would not study at the hour that I wanted to study. And also I forgot to make a video for you guys. So it's like, I'm literally doing this an evening before I'm going to upload it. So it's like, I forgot about so many things. And if I told him before, what my plan is, he would be like, of course it's going to happen. Of course. He would laugh a bit because he knows what I don't know. And I started talking about this change, about this every single day is supposed to change, because people should evolve. People should be, different every single day. We should evolve. We should make ourselves better. We should upgrade. Of course, I have to mention, You are beautiful. You are perfect. You are literally your best self exactly as you are. This is something like also that hit me because I was like, I do not have to change. I'm already having everything I need within me. I just need to relax into this state of my mind. Like I already am the best version of me and I'm just changing throughout the time. I already am this best version of me. Like this, what I am right now is already the best version of me. And when I realized this, I was like, whoa, like this was such a big relief because I feel like, especially on women, it's such a big pressure onto, I don't think maybe especially on women, I'm sorry, because I know that there is this big thing also on men right now. I didn't realize as big it was until I was talking to my brother about this and he kind of opened my eyes. I was like, oh, you guys also have a pressure. But anyway, I feel like there is such a big pressure onto being prettier and prettier and prettier and prettier and better and better and better and better all the time. It's like, of course we are upgrading, of course we are changing, but change, like if you want to see the light, you have to have a bit of the darkness. There cannot always be the light. There cannot always be something that is upgrading. My tongue is twisting. But like, even if you saw on the stock market, sometimes things are going a bit down to go up, and also a bit down, up. And this is life. This is how it's supposed to be. It cannot always go up. It doesn't work like that. We are like the stock markets. Like I said, sometimes we go a bit lower to grow us. So, the thing that you're the most scared of is where you trust God the least. Okay, wow. Like this hit me because I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Because I'm always scared about my studying. I was always scared about my money. And I was never trusting fully God with it because it was rooted in my mind that this is something I have to earn. This is something I have to do. Like this is not up to anybody else. And with studying, I still have this problem to just, basically trust myself into God that, okay, I'm going to give the best of me. I'm going to study. I'm going to do the things. But it's actually his call because sometimes I can study and then I could get sick and basically on my exam I could not be my best self and I could fail. Or I could not study and I could see only the things that I don't know, remember from the lessons or something and I could pass it like top tier. So it's like sometimes things do not go always as you planned them and you cannot really see the outcome. Even if you're fully prepared, you will never be fully prepared for the life. So it's really hard just to give up. Maybe not give up, but give up the control. So this whole thing, especially when you're a control freak as I am, when you need to organize things, when you need to plan the things, it's so hard. And like I said, I know that always people are talking like about how to be more organized, how to be a planner, I don't know if that's the thing, but like how to be more into this mindset. But when you're, really into this side, it's really hard to give up this control. And I'm on my journey of doing this for quite a long time, like I said right now. And especially here when this is like a big test for me. This is something that triggers me a lot because I here do not have a control whatsoever over anything. Even when it comes to studies, even when it comes to my university at Poland, even when it comes to like, to be honest, everything. And also the scholarship from Poland, like I'm trying to maintain it also for the other year, but like the last semester, it didn't go as well as I wanted to. So I got like, I think the lowest I had at the whole university because I didn't study as much. Of course, I was going out a lot and I was having parties with my friends and stuff like that. And here in Italy, it's totally different system. So I didn't quite catch up. And this was totally different. I did well as I needed to, and I think it's all gonna be the best for me. I know that this category, I need to trust God more. I need to just fully trust him that maybe I don't need, especially this scholarship, maybe I'm gonna, do anything, maybe my YouTube will blow up, and maybe, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what I do not know. But this control, it's so hard to give up. Like you say, I even now try to plan the outcome. Even now, even as this preventing, like what may be going to happen, I still try to do it. And it's like, girl, chill. Just literally chill down. But it's really hard. And I'm trying to work on it. And if you're out there and you're similar to me whatsoever, You're not alone. And I know how hard it is. I know, believe me, I know how hard it is. But everything's gonna be okay. And you just have to chill. You literally just have to chill and take it one day at a time. Literally just try to wake up as the best version of yourself every single day and be there for yourself, even just a little bit, even when you do not have the energy, just a little bit, just every single day, try to do something for yourself and everything's gonna work out. One day at a time, take it one day at a time. And even if your life is perfect, literally perfect, but like I'm doing right now, I do not know how to maintain it. It's like, take one day at a time. Just literally devour the moments that you have. You do not know what you do not know. You do not know what is going to be happening. Take it one day at a time. Everything will work out. And think about this category thing, because like I said, when I realized that it's a very simple thing to say, take it one day at a time, but it's honestly, it's very comforting when you think about it more. When you think about like, okay, this day, I do not have to worry about this, because why should I worry into the future? I do not trust God as much as I'm supposed to, like in some categories, like for example, like I said, studying and finances. With finances, right now, it's really good because like I'm in a good financial situation. But with studying, even though I'm in a good situation, this is something I was stressing over my whole life. And this is something I always had rooted. It's up to me. It's totally up to me. If you will not learn, you will not know. It's that simple. But sometimes, like I said, you still have to trust. You still have to give the full control to the master and take a slow ride. And that is it. If the bad thing is going to happen anyway, why should I start worrying now? This is also something my sister said to me. Why are you worrying now about what is going to be happening in the future? You're not having fun from the moments that are happening right now. You're literally losing the things because you are worrying about what is going to happen when it didn't even come yet. And I was like, I know, but it's like, how can I not worry? But just not worry. Just give the thought out. Just take it out of your mind and throw it away. My sister did this thing to me when she was here with me in September. When I was worrying, she told me, "Ola, give me your brain." I was like, and she was like, "Ola, give me your brain." And I was like, okay. I gave her my brain. And she told me like, see, I have your brain. You cannot worry right now. So what you can do is literally take your brain out. Take it out. Leave it on the table. Do not have your brain. If it's going to make you worry, take your brain out. Stop thinking. That's it. Because life is not supposed to be stressful. Life is supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be so gentle for you. Take the gentle things from your life. Because to be honest, if you do not allow something into your life, it's not going to be in your life because you have the full control over your life. So actually, if you do not want something, you can just not allow it. And you also do not have to allow some thoughts. Everybody says, oh, I do not have control over what I'm thinking. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it's work 24/7, but you actually do. You have the control over who you are. Full control. You have full control over who you are, what you're thinking. And especially that, like, we see so many things that are happening right now, but our brain filters out so little things into our consciousness. So actually, like, what you're putting into your brain makes your reality because it puts on the focus onto only the things that you're subconsciously picking. It's the same thing with like color walk. Like if you're going for a walk and you want to see the color red, you're only going to see the color red everywhere, but you're going to not see the yellow as much. Therefore, if you're focusing on the yellow, you're not going to see red as much, but you're going to see only yellow. And it's always like that. And it's also like that with events. It's also like that with people. It's with everything. You can allow some things into your life or not. You can allow some thoughts into your mind or not. You have the full control. But there are some things that you do not know. Like I said before, you do not know what you do not know. So take a seat with those things. Take a step back. Try to be the best version of yourself. But try not to worry as much. I know I will try. I'm going to be on this journey the same as you. It's going to be very hard, but you're going to do it. And it's going to be fine. Honey buns, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. To be honest, it soothed me so much to talk about this because I feel like you guys are my like comfort people and I love having this community. I love you guys so much. I love having somebody that I can talk to about this stuff. I know that if you're subscribing to me, you're also on your like this spiritual journey or self-growth journey, and it's really nice having this community with the people that are like-minded, that are like in the same spot as me right now. It's super soothing, it's super comforting, and thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, you know what to do. Thank you so much again. I love you guys.